Hey, welcome back to Corbellic Studios. I'm Corbellic. Today we're going to be doing a landscape, impressionism, lake, horizon kind of painting. Yeah, but that's going to be like a sunset. It's going to be beautiful. So it's been a while since I've done a painting like this, but this is also one of my favorites. And these do extremely well when it comes to eBay. So it doesn't matter how you do this type of art, however you do a landscape, however you do just a scenic, beautiful painting, they do well. We can all do this together. This isn't an art class, like I always like to say. This is more of an inspiration, a business class, showing you different ways within inside of yourself that's already there. Only thing that we do is we use the projector to bring out the creative side. So that way we don't have to worry about proportions. We don't have to think about color theory, shading, or any of that stuff. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit mad at you. I'm mad at you because I just bought a new projector and you didn't tell me how beautiful these things look. You've been watching me in all these videos paint with this old crusty projector that's 8 years old. All right, I don't want to say anything bad about that projector. That projector's helped me sell over 17,000 paintings. But I mean, this new projector right here is just like looking into a crystal ball. It's so damn clear. I'm able to just paint all the details. I'm able to layer all kinds of different paint that I want to paint, and then I'm able to layer on top of more and still see the image. So I don't know. I'm really excited about this. I thought I was just going to come in the studio and do just a couple paintings and then, do some coaching emails and things like that and then just be done with the day. But no, I'm here all day because I'm so excited painting on this. I should have been doing this years ago. No wonder you guys are making such phenomenal artwork that's already in the community and you're making sales. It's because you have a new projector. I didn't have a new projector. I'm excited. Now I just want to get back in here. It's kind of like putting a battery in my backpack again for creating art. So let's do it together. Look how beautiful this looks. I mean, wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You were letting me out there just painting some old dusty scribble scrabbles. I couldn't see anything. I thought that I was able to see off the projector. I mean, compared to this, it's kind of like I was using a kid's projector. And the thing is, I guess technology is better now because I didn't pay that much money for this. I know I paid more money for my older projector that's 8 years old than this one, and this one looks better. But I guess that says anything about technology, right? Where it's like technology gets better and things get cheaper. Think about TVs nowadays. TVs are like $300, $500, and you could get a big one, and the technology on it looks crystal clear compared to back in the day when we had those big tube TVs. Remember the ones with the wooden boxes? That's only if you're old enough to remember that. See, I'm old school. We had TVs where they were made with wood on the outside of it, and they weighed like a ton. I mean, looking back on it now, I don't know how my parents were able to lift those TVs to the second floor. You know how heavy those things were? Things were just incredibly heavy. All right, so now what I'm going to do right here, what I love doing about these sunset, horizon, these lake images, is because it comes in a variety of color, and you could just layer it in different sections. I don't do blending too much on these because that's the only way that it's going to work. When I first started doing landscape, horizon, sunset type of paintings, I used to blend it too much. And then I used to wonder why it didn't look as good. It's because you got to have one area be the blotch of the color, then go on and be the next blotch of the color, and then the next area be that color, and not try to blend them together. What's orange here is going to be orange there. What's a dark purple there is going to be a dark purple, light purple, blue, and then keep it there, maybe a little white there, and then orange. You'll see what I'm saying. And then we don't blend it together. We just keep them all in their section, and then they all come together for a nice symphony of a dance. But also, I love doing these because there is no right or wrong. There's no right or wrong in the art that I do, anyways. I show up in whatever it is, it is. I have a 1-inch brush right here. We're just going in heavy. If I do any kind of, if I do any kind of blending or anything like that, it's very light. It's just on the edges or like the beginning parts of the painting. But look at this. Isn't that cool? I love doing these. It's just layering of colors. And then now I'm going to go into the dark purple. And it's just the layers of it. It's just how like parts of that sky comes through, right? Now let's go into a light blue and have it be its own section. And we're not going to blend it. It's just the light blue. And a little bit of there, and a little bit of here. And then we're going to do a little dibby dabby, dibby dabby, dibby dabby. Thinking of my Bob Ross. All right, look at that. Let's do a little here. Let's do a little bit of there. The sky. The sky's going, I want to come out and play. I want to come out and play today. Yeah. That's what the sky's doing. All right, so look. We're just doing that. And just a little bit. But you see how I didn't blend too much. I let it be its own thing. That's beautiful. I let it be its own thing. Now let's go in with a little bit of white so we could get closer to where the sun is going to be at, our focal point. I didn't go to art school. I don't know what I'm talking about. So if you hear me say any kind of stuff like that, focal point, shadows and stuff, just disregard me. You know more about this stuff than I do. I don't know what I'm talking about. I just hear certain artists before say things like that. Oh, you got to do this at the negative contrast part. So it really brings the eye in the focal point. And it, when you're looking 7 degrees to the left, what happens is your eye happens to dissipate with the shadows. I don't know anything about that stuff. So only thing I know, give me this fresh projector that's giving me all the shadows, giving me all this stuff, and I'm just going to do some impressions off of whatever those shadows are and just do it in my own rough way. Now I'm going to go with a dark blue to where the shadow is at and just bring it over. Okay? Look at that. And we'll be done with this painting before you know it. But these do well when it comes to eBay. These do well. People love them. They always do well. These are always a winner chicken dinner. But I also have in the program where I have a list of all of the top trending art themes, prompts, and different things that you can see for yourself. So that way there's no guessing game for you. Everything that I've learned over the past 7 years of selling on eBay and creating art, but not even creating art, because like I said, this is an art class, but all the themes that I have, it's already there for you. So it's not a guessing game. You could just download it and then you could go off of it and start creating some cool stuff yourself. Have the world start seeing what your style is, because whatever your style is better than my style. We all have different styles. You know, what happens is when people start thinking that they're not artists, because we're all artists, is that you compare yourself to other artists, people who say that they're artists. And the only reason that they say that they're artists is because they spent $100,000 on their art education. And they like to be prestige. That, well, you didn't learn this from my professor, so you're not an artist. We're all artists. And whatever is inside of you when you look at a projector, or whatever you might see from it, is different from what I would see from it, and whatever pulls out of me. I can't teach you that. Only you can. That's what makes you great. That's what makes you phenomenal. And as long as you're okay with that, then you could be the best artist and you could pull out amazing artwork. Everyone who's in the art program in the community, and they just say, you know what, it doesn't matter, and they just actually try, and they try to do something different, they always surprise themselves, like, I did not know that was inside of me. This is my first time trying to do art like that, and I can't believe I was able to pull it out. Yeah, because it's inside of all of us. It's just that we get brainwashed into the world of how things should be. Or comparison. Comparison is like the biggest trap. It's the biggest enemy of the mind, is the comparison. And I'm not innocent from that as well. A lot of times, what was a big trap for me in my mind early in my art career was comparing myself to other artists. I could never do it like them. Well, why would I want to? You have to be your own you. That way, I'm gonna tell you what's the coolest part about being yourself and creating off of the projector, but also creating what comes out of you off of the projector. Because one day you're gonna get good at being yourself. You're gonna be good at doing you. And then when you're good at doing you, you're gonna feel better knowing that artist, that whoever you compared yourself to earlier in your career, they can never come back to you and hate and be like, well, you're looking like me. Your stuff is my work. And you can know in your spirit, no, it's not. Whatever you pulled off of your references is from you. You just used the projector. But even if they did say that anyways, it doesn't even matter, because none of this belongs to us. But that will happen to some of these artists. Their ego was really into it, and they have they have maybe some mommy daddy issues or something like that, and they never felt special. So this is the only time that they feel special. So if they see, like, if you're doing something and it might look like their reference or look like them, they'll be like, well, that's my art, I created it. Like, how did you create art? That doesn't make sense. Imagine them saying that to cave drawers and cavemen. Well, that's mine. Like, what are you talking about? You need a hug? You want a hug? So you'll always feel better knowing that you just did you. It doesn't matter. Just do you, and then the rest will follow, because you were just being you, and you won't have to worry to be like, when I was trying to compare myself and be like this one artist, and I wanted my art to look like his. You'll never have that happen, because them, even when they created their art, they didn't intend for their art to look like them. It was kind of by mistake. They made so many mistakes, and their work just came out looking like that. And then after a while, the mistakes, people loved it, their mistakes, and then they honed in and started doing more of those mistakes that people like. That's how it works. That's the secrecy of art and gallery artists, is that they made more mistakes and they found their audience. Find your audience by making your mistakes, doing your own thing. I'm not an artist. I didn't go to art school, but we just did this together. Look at this beautiful painting, huh? I love it. Huh? Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? Look, we just did this without even thinking about it. We could have done this blindfold. And the reason why is because we have this new projector. I did this in less than 10 minutes. Flip it, sell it, on to the next painting. Okay? We could do multiple of these. Now think about it. If an hour goes by like that, then we do 6 or 7 of these. Come on. If I can do it, then you can do it. I put no thought into it because it's already inside of us. It's already here. We just have to show up. I believe in you. I know that you can do it. Click the link below to join us at the free eBay art community. I'm going to see you in the next video.